And we're live. Welcome to another episode of Easy Sports. And today I'm joined by Tabo, Menzi, gentlemen. What's Gucci?
You good,
That's
boy?
good. That's good.
How you,
I
boys?
know I'm easy. I'm easy. Can't complain on my end. Can't complain. I just had flu. Flu has gotten me, on the
Mm.
chokehold. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Yeah. And so let's just kick this off. Hey, can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure that I'm audible.
I
Yeah,
can hear
yeah,
you.
loud and clear.
Yeah. I cool. I cool. Okay. We'll start off with the first topic at hand. Bam, bam, bam. Jokic MVP. Did he deserve it? Start off with you, Tabo. You know, you had a lot
Straight
to
up,
say on what that.
straight up, no, nah, fam. No offense,
Yeah.
This takes us back to when Westbrook was the MVP for the triple doubles consecutively, and in his third year, no one cared. No one cared. There was no difference. This year, no one cared because the point guards were just dominating the league this year. And I think my personal MVP, Shea deserved it. He took a very young team. Number one, made his All Star this season. I think personally, Joker, he can take it, but doesn't deserve it. That's my personal opinion, though.
Yeah. And then you, Menzi, do you echo Tabo's of sentiments
I
or when?
mean, nah,
Yeah.
by merit, Joker deserved it. By merit. But
By merit.
narrative, but narrative was Shea Gilgis. Shea Gilgis. Because MVPs always has a narrative element to it. So
Mhm.
the merit-wise, Joker can take it because obviously his numbers are crazy. He contributes. He can switch it on. He actually, it's no one's mad at it, but the narrative was more on Shea's side. He should have taken it, but maybe they didn't give it to him. I don't know, but actually, people his age have won MVP, so maybe it's because he was too young. But it's like, if you
Nah,
dope, you dope.
I
And he
don't.
should have won it.
I don't think Shea is too young. I mean, isn't he like
Oh,
26?
yeah. He's
Yeah,
actually, yeah, he's peak age to win MVP.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. You are right as far as the narrative is concerned. Um,
Yeah.
I just think that people, um, actually, I just feel like regular season awards don't really matter as much. Personally. So, um, it's all about the playoffs, in my opinion. That's just who I am. I mean, I'm all about winning. I'd rather be a Kawhi Leonard, have two Finals MVPs, than be a Joel Embiid with the regular season MVP. Because Finals MVP, in my opinion, they shape your legacy even more. I remember when Magic Johnson won when he won it as a rookie, Finals MVP. And
Yeah.
in that season, I think Larry Bird was Rookie of the Year. But for the mere fact that Magic got to the finals and won and got the finals MVP, it shut it down. It really shut down what Larry Bird achieved on his end, as winning the Rookie of the Year. So, yeah, man, I also agree. To be honest with you, I was surprised when I saw Jokic won it. And you guys, especially Menzi, you mentioned something very important: the narrative. I thought the narrative wasn't on Jokic's side this time around, so I thought maybe the guys who were voting were gonna vote for Shea, but hey, it is what it is. This does not take anything away from Shea and Luca. They are phenomenal players, but yeah, it is what it is, dog. And then I've got another question, nah. It's with regards
Yeah.
to comments, nah. Um, how how when I'm into on your end, like, do you think it was cool of him or fair of him to voice his opinion to Jokic on live TV? Yeah, I just wanted to ask you that question.
Nah, it wasn't cool, obviously. Yeah, it was just like for me, it wasn't the right time to voice that, and Shaq was wrong to do that because when you award people the MVP, you're kind of giving them the room to
Mm,
say their piece. So for you to
Yeah,
start it off by saying it was supposed to be shade, but good for you, it's very backhanded. If you look at the history of MVP awards, it obviously they used to have the NBA awards, and they used to give it to them on stage,
mm,
and those are moments. So for Shaq to kind of fuck up that moment is actually not right. Um, and yeah, he was wrong for that. Even if because you can tell he was getting all emo about it, but he was wrong to kind of take away from Jokic because when you get that MVP, it's not Shaq is just a messenger. His
yeah,
opinions don't matter. Just give the guy the MVP and then let him speak. So he was definitely
yeah.
wrong for fucking up that moment. Yeah.
No, indeed,
completely.
indeed. Do you think Tabo? Do you think Jokic was touched in what Shaq said? He just played it
Now,
easy.
I think Menzi put it perfectly because the mere fact that he's a big man, I think he was very
Mm,
spiteful. That a big man won it like 3 times back to back to back, and he's witnessing it himself. He's witnessing a big man changing the game, evolving the game completely in terms of just the pick and roll. Denver Nugget play the pick and roll so well. My team got dismantled by the Denver Nuggets with the pick and roll over and over and over
mm,
again. But then if you look at how the T Wolves have been playing, whereas the first 2 games they picked up Jokic full court, you know,
yeah,
that was smart. That was them being super smart, saying, "Dude, we know we can't do this. Let's play him up quick full court." So Shaq was being super spiteful regarding that. But personally speaking, my top three, he is in the top three of MVP conversation. The narrative, but Shea, yes, he deserved it. Luca, number two, because of
hmm,
a phenomenal season in terms of points, in terms of contribution for Dallas himself, and also being able to play with Kyrie. We need to look back at how we used to look at it and like, it's not going to work out, but they
mm,
made
Yeah.
it. They made it work out. And then of course the Joker, there was nothing special, and I also don't think he was. I think maybe 60% of the season, maybe 50% of the season, he was the MVP for the team. But then Murray as well, he's been looking like Michael Jordan 2.0, at certain
yeah,
moments within the game. So yeah, I just think
yeah,
Shaq just should have been quiet and let it fly maybe a week or two. And then maybe when they present him and like they start bringing the conversation up of MVP going to the final, then we can start talking, saying, hey, because right now the Denver are iffy, but they're still the Denver Nuggets. That's
Yeah.
my personal opinion, though.
yeah. I know that's true. That's true. That's true. And of course, this will mean that we'll segue to this question. Shaq, Shannon Sharp. I mean, Shannon did give his opinion. He did mention that he felt like Shaq is jealous of what the Joker's achieved, and he also felt that if Shaq wasn't as lazy and as hardworking as he should be, he would most probably have multiple MVP awards. And he also threw in. He also did mention that Shaq um, may be a bit bitter that he's not really considered in a lot of people's goals conversations. Yeah. So of course your boy Shaq, as per usual, when he gets criticized about his behavior, he always retaliates. Since Kendrick Lamar and Drake have been dropping diss tracks, he decided to do the same thing, drop a diss track, which for
Mm.
me was uh,
Cloud.
what's your guys' take about all of this, man? Seeing grown men, Shaq is the same age as my dad, bro. So I can't imagine my dad acting in that manner. But yeah, I'll start off with you there, Minty Dog.
No, I think Tab was right, man. Every time you talk about Shaq's legacy in a negative way, you can tell
Mm,
that it strikes a nerve with him. Even with
Yeah.
mm,
Kobe, Kobe used to always do it all the time to him, and you could tell it pissed him off.
Mm.
And It started off like passively, and then it ended up being very like outright. Because even when Kobe won, when Kobe won in 2010, I think
Yeah, to make it
he's like
five.
he said one more than Shaq or something. So you could tell.
Yeah.
But Kobe was always the one pressing on Shaq to say, if you have my dedication, you'd be number one on the planet in history. And I think maybe Shaq is haunted by this idea of, if he had just done a little more, like who could he have been? Because if Shaq was as dedicated as Kobe, he would be the greatest of all time. He'd be Kareem status.
Yeah.
And I think he knows deep down. So every time somebody surpasses him and does something that he couldn't do, you can tell it bothers him, and he tries to hide it, but he can't help himself. And he's very conscious about legacy and being number one. And I respect Shaq for openly talking about wanting it, but you can tell when he doesn't have it and other people have it, it bothers him. So I'm predictable of Shaq, but Shannon, I like the way Shannon handled it, because at the end of the day, Shannon is not some bum. Shannon is also a beast. So so you could tell he was just like, bro, I also fuck shit up just like you, bro. You know what I mean? So that's how he handled it more professionally. But I think he did that because Shannon knows he himself is a legend as well. So he's like, you can say what you want, but I'm him just like you. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, and Shannon was just basically poking at those wounds, that saying that you're just upset because you know you could have been greater than you were. And yeah, so I think it's fine, man. It's entertaining, but I'm more on Shannon's side for it, you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And then Tabo, do you perhaps have anything to add? Are you on Shaq's side or Shannon's side?
Shaq still has sleepless nights, probably thinking of Kobe at practice. Kobe at
Yes.
practice. No, Shaq had it good compared to a lot of big men. I think he was the last big man in his era. Let's talk about from 2000 to 2010. He was literally the last actual big man that we can say dominated the paint. But the game has
Yeah.
evolved. I don't think I don't think he's accepted that fully, especially for a center role. You know, you look at, I think personally speaking, take Shaq, take Embiid, and let them play one on one. Embiid is gonna dominate Shaq any day, and I'm talking about putting both of them at their top prime. You know, but the game has evolved. Now you get your big man shooting the threes. You know, the big man they don't mind having a big man having the ball in the last few seconds of the game to take that final shot. You know, Shaq was never close. I don't like, unless it's an all-star game, you would never see Shaq attempting a three, because he had that mentality of, this is my role. And with him attacking Shannon, fine, fair enough, it's entertainment, but I think he's just chasing. Shaq is literally chasing on the ride of how people were on Shannon's case with the Cat Williams. Now he's
Yeah.
talking about Nicola. Basketball is basketball. I think Shaq is still thinking of that old school mentality. I think that's the best way of describing it. He's still stuck on that old school mentality to a certain point, though, not the whole way. But he just needs to realize he's retired. He's there for the entertainment and nothing more. He just needs to accept it. He can
Yeah.
talk about it, but dwell on it. Problem is with him, he dwelled on it, and then he decided to go and take out a diss track. Come on, we all know you, Shaq. We all know you.
And I fully agree with you guys, man. Yeah, it's just for me, it's that thing of him like saying I'm a sensitive person, but he's not sensible about other people. He speaks loosely. Two can play that game at the end of the day. I mean, if you dish it, you have to be able to take it as well. That's what I'm under, and yeah, for me, I just thought that he was just being very childish on my end, and yeah, it's just when like the manner in which he spoke to Jokic, it was as if he took he took that shine and attention from him, and personalized it instead of just giving homie his moment. But I know it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, Jokic is not a person who really gives a damn about individual accolades. We've seen how he's all about playing the game, and winning stuff, And yeah, guys, I just wanted us to also, after this discussion, let's just segue to, of course, the playoff recap. I mean, we haven't like shot in a minute, and yeah, man. Should we start off from the first round, or should we just start off from where we were?
Let's skip the first round. Nothing new happened in the first round. Let's just skip it and let's leave those boys alone.
Wait, man, sorry. Is every team in the second round right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we can start from the second round. Yeah.
There's just only one team that's in the third round. By the
Calm
way.
down, take it easy. We're not there yet. We're still in the second round. Still in the second round.
My team is in the third round. That's just the deal.
Give us the second round. Give us a chance.
Okay, fine. It's cool. Yeah, I'll go with you then, T-Boss, dog. Like, so far, man, we'll look at let's start off with the various matchups. We'll start off in the Western Conference. What is this? Timberwolves vs the Nuggets. What are your thoughts? Are you impressed by how the Nuggets have, turned things around?
I'm not impressed. I just expected it from them. Timberwolves just switched up. The first two games, their game plan was great. I don't know if you noticed. Yeah. You had Cats on Jokic. You had Gobert playing the help defense. The moment you put Gobert on Jokic, it was, I don't know. It was sad. Watching how Nikola dominated the reigning defensive player, it makes you start questioning if he really was a defensive player. Like I think Menzies said it. It's a narrative. It was the narrative for him as well. I'm not surprised. I think the Wolves can still take it to round game 7. They can, but I'm not. They're the reigning champions, man. You know how to give props to where props is due. At the end of the day, they know they've been there before. I always say, a team has to be there before. You need to have the experience. You need to understand when to turn it on, and they turn it on the last 3 games. As much as Ant-Man is doing his stuff, but it's a 5-man game at a time. 5 versus 5. You cannot take the game or win the game by yourself. So he does need help. I think Katz is doing great. I'm just not liking the matchup for the big man on Jokic. I think Katz just needs to be more there because he has the body to match with the Joker. But otherwise, yeah, honestly speaking, it wasn't surprising. I expected the Nuggets to pull it off. It was surprising the first 2 games that they didn't win the game. That was surprising. That was like, oh snap. But yeah, man, you need to keep the momentum. Experience also counts as like you said, playoff experience really counts. Only time it really counts is a playoff. And if you're the Timberwolves and you haven't gone past the first round in the past 2-3 years, then nah, it wasn't surprising on my end.
Yeah, and then you, Menzi, I mean, when okay, you can go. Sorry.
I agree with Tabo. But also, for me, what annoys, I'm not surprised by Denver. I mean, I've watched the NBA long enough to know you're not going to just sweep a championship team. That's just dumb, especially a championship team filled with healthy players. What annoyed me is the narrative they were trying to create around Anthony Edwards, like he was going to sweep the Nuggets. I thought that might be the dumbest shit I've ever heard from NBA analysts, especially like Stephen A. Smith. Kendrick Perkins, I'm not surprised, he's a bit of a dumbass. So, but Stephen A. Smith has been a journalist for 30 years. He should have known better. Like, how can you sit there and talk about this obsession with Michael Jordan is gonna it just makes some of these dudes' brains turn into like mush, bro. Because they were just so excited by the Jordan-esque nature of Anthony Edwards talking about he's gonna sweep Jokic. Like, that's literally not possible. No team that has won a championship the year before is gonna get swept. Like, these guys switch on, bro. It's like championship teams are like sleeper agents, bro. They look like they're sluggish, then all of a sudden they're getting cooked. They just come alive. They become organic. They become fluid. They just start it's almost like they can read each other's minds, So for me, what annoyed me the most is this narrative of like Denver almost Denver might lose. I was like, Denver was never gonna lose. I always knew, and I don't even think they're gonna win this game. Karl Anthony Towns is limping, and I even said this to Kolani. I said, guys, history is information. Look at the Miami Heat when they were killing it in the bubble. By the time they got to the finals, they were limping because it was their first time. They were falling apart, collapsing. Bam Adebayo's shoulder was fucked up because of Dwight Howard. Jimmy Butler, there's a whole meme of Jimmy Butler by the pod with his head down. The Timberwolves are going to get gassed because it's their first time in the playoffs. This happens to everybody. You're gonna get gassed. And there was in game two of that series, there was a guy who was locking up Murray. I forgot his name. Some guy with cornrows, and he was locking up Murray, and he was succeeding. And he was like laughing, and I'm like, you see, that's where you fucked up. This excitement, like you're gonna kill dudes. This excitement, like you guys are like there's a new sheriff in town. That's where you guys fucked up. You should have kept your mouth shut. Stephen A. should have kept his mouth shut, because if you provoke a champion, they're gonna fuck you up and they're gonna beat you. So I already knew there was nothing surprising about what the Denver Nuggets did, because I know history and I know championship teams, and I don't like it when people have amnesia, like, oh, we're gonna get swept. It's a new time. And also one more thing, Americans, especially like Perkins, let it slip. There was a video of Perkins talking. He was like, I'm so happy now. The Europeans thought they were coming, but Anthony Edwards is here. Anthony Edwards is here. And I'm like, you're an idiot.
Europeans are not
because he should have been fired just for that take. But yeah, I just don't like the fact that analysts are sounding like super fans because of their dislike for Europeans. Because that's all it is. They just can't wait for these Europeans to get crushed by Americans. They don't like it. Stephen A, he holds it in, but he's always jabbing at Jokic. Even when he compliments him, he jabs at him. And I'm like, you guys don't like that European in this league.
Yeah.
And it's messing up your opinions. But yeah, everybody should have known better. It was just a dumbass narrative that the Wolves are going to win. Don't get me wrong. Anthony Edwards is officially, in my eyes, is a superstar. Officially. He officially deserves a supermax. But he's not winning no chip. Not this year. Maybe next year.
Not
Celtics. Yeah. Jokic is the new LeBron James. He is the gatekeeper of the chip. If the Denver make it to the finals, the Celtics, they better get enough sleep, enough protein, because beating the Denver Nuggets to get to the chip, good luck. It's gonna be hell on earth for the Celtics. So yeah, I was not surprised at all by any. This whole outcome didn't surprise me in any way.
I know indeed. I did, dog. You drop serious James there, Menzi, bruh, especially with regards to the analysts trying to paint a narrative and trying to also speak prematurely. I mean, it's a 7-game series after all, bro. It's like even in football, even if your team is up 3-0, as long as there's 5 minutes left on the clock, things can change in an instant, So yeah, you are right, bro. And yeah, dog, like I'm just impressed at how the Nuggets just turned it on. They were 2-0 down, and then after that, Mike Malone decided to allow, instead of Jokic being the one who brings the ball up the court, he made Aaron Gordon be the one who brings it up the court. And then once he brings it up the court, then of course, Jokic and his screening games. And I mean, Tabo, you just spoke about how the Denver Nuggets utilize these screens, and so that tactic has worked wonders, bro, to a point where the Timberwolves are even they even struggle with switches, and whenever Jokic has the ball, they're not too sure whether to double him or mark, or if let's say if they double him, it creates an opening for a player from Denver to be open for 3, or even them to cut in, So it's man, it's incredible, bro. Like how things have changed in just a few days. I mean, essentially, they're now on the brink of going to the conference finals, Denver Nuggets. And, as much as the Timberwolves, the first 2 games, they were on fire, you have to give credit to Mike Malone for making the necessary adjustments, bro, because these adjustments are clearly working. And I mean, you guys saw the name of today's episode. It's Jokic is upset, bro, and he's playing like someone who is really, really, you know, showing the rest of the world that, you know what, I am the best player. I am the best player in this league, and none of you guys can guard me. I mean, he wanted that matchup against even who's this guy, Rudy Gobert. He keeps going at Rudy, and he keeps owning Rudy, especially in yesterday's game. It was crazy, bro, how he just dominated Rudy, bro.
He packed up Gobert, bro. It was embarrassing.
Sad.
I was crazy, man. It was insane.
Could have stopped. We still could have stopped the Joker triple teaming him, but defensive player could not do. He had zero answer for the Joker. Zero answer whatsoever. And it's sad.
Yeah, I know it is. It is what it is.
Also, Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon's whole career timeline is crazy, man. Like from dunk contest in Orlando Magic to being like a beast role player with the chip, and that's just crazy, man. Like this Aaron Gordon, and there's just two different people that I'm watching. It's very crazy. He's also so just shout out to him as well, yo.
I know he is playing phenomenal basketball, bro. He is really looking very, very sharp. I also just move on to us. Let's sorry, to the Mavs and Thunder game. Yeah, where we can just briefly discuss it. Menzi, you go first. This morning, of course, the Mavs won. They won. I mean, Luka triple double. Yeah, take it away, mate.
I'm not mad at anyone winning this. It's such an interesting series because, first of all, the Mavs are like crazy fluid. Like Derrick Jones and Luka, it's like I don't know. Like again, man, these weird narratives where Derrick Jones all of a sudden is a beast. I just knew Derrick Jones is the guy who dunked for Chicago Bulls. Derrick Jones is so fluid in that team with Luka and Kyrie. Like he's getting threes, he dunks like a crazy person, he alley-oops. And then on the Thunder, same exact situation. Fluid, they know how to win, they get each other. Thunder for me is almost like my favorite team this season because it looks like I'm watching a bunch of kids who live in a dorm room who play ball because they have this childlike kinship. You know, they really just like they're almost like buddies. You know, they like these young kids who are like really good at ball. You know, and they've got such interesting characters like Jay Williams, who's my favorite character, who's my favorite player on the Thunder. Super nice, dope ass guy, dope TikToks, but he can also ball like crazy. It's like a team full of like these good kids who just want to play ball. Because even if you look at Shai as well, upstanding guy, you know, he's got a girlfriend, he's a fun guy, doesn't take himself too serious outside of basketball. You know, I like the Thunder. Like I just like them because they're like this young team. They're basically the future of the league in a sense. You know, so me personally, I'm not mad at anyone winning, bro, because I really like both these teams. And it would be interesting to see any of these guys go to the next round. Obviously, Chet is a monster, honestly. Like, he's just adjusting to the league like fish to water, bro. It's like he's been there before. The way he plays ball, he's chilling, bro. And he just worries me because he looks like he's giving me Porzingis energy. Like, he looks like one small thing is injured for 6 months. You know, he gives me that type of energy. But if he's healthy, Chet is a beast, bro. And I'm cool with anybody making it to the next round.
Yeah, Renatabo, on your end.
I think Menzi put it out there. Whether Mavs win or Thunder win, I'm still happy. If Thunder win, it's for a young team to watch a young team surprising every basketball player fan, and you never know what's gonna happen, especially with the young team. The Mavs changed their season, guys, when they acquired two players, PJ Washington and Garland. They did not acquire those players, guys. We will not see the Mavs in the second round.
Yeah.
I need to consider the team that they had previously. You've moved starters to the bench. The Mavs have a gem in that boy, Lively. He's lovely.
I Lively, bro. I like Lively. Lively, yeah. From the first time I saw him play, because I remember the first game for this season was Mavs versus, I think, the Suns, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, no, not the Suns. What's this? Spurs. Yeah, rather.
Yeah.
I think that was their first game, and then I saw Lively, and I was like, this guy, man, there's something about him. Yeah.
They found a gem in that guy. They found someone who can play for a very long time for them. He's on his rookie contract. He's going to be playing for the Mavs at a minimum contract for the next extra 2 years after this. They found a gem in him. I love the rotation. Jason Kidd deserves the contract renewal. The multi-million contract. He deserves it because he literally took that team and switched it around. The Mavs started on a high, like Menzi said, but then there's points where you start going down, you start depleting because now Mavs, I think, were in the top 3 at some point, and then they ended up the season as a 6th seed. The only reason they made it to that 6th seed was those 2 trades and adding on that rookie kid. Very good team, very potential team, but I just don't know how long they're gonna do it. I don't know how long Luka is gonna take it. I don't know how long Kyrie is not going to take it. The Thunder is very positive. They're kids. They enjoy playing together. They're vibing. It shows when a team loves basketball, and they're playing for more than just the money, the contract. Those guys don't have contracts, bro, but they are playing because they love the game. So this one, like I said, like Menzi said, anyone can win it. I'll still be happy. It does not matter. I'll be happy to see Kyrie move on with the Luka. I'll be happy with the kids going all the way as well.
I know, likewise, gents. I think you guys have covered everything that I was gonna speak on. Me too. Either way, I'm enjoying that series as well. It's up there for me. Like, it's a very, very dope series. Yeah. Hopefully, I think it'll go to 7. I do think it will go to 7. And of course, may the best team win. And then Knicks and Pacers. Yeah, Tabo, why you go first? Why are you shaking your head?
I'm shaking my head because I'm angry, bro. Like when Jalen Brunson was a free agent, I said the Lakers need to go for Jalen Brunson. We can put that on rewind. I said the biggest problem with Mavs was letting go of that guy.
Dude. And they drafted him.
Everybody complained 110, 108 million, whatever, 120 million 4 years. No, you can't be paying this guy. He's worth every flipping cent and more.
Deserves more.
And more. But when it comes to the teams, Knicks, Pacers are in the players for vibes, bro. That's me being honest.
They really are. Yeah, they are.
Where they just won with that last minute 3. Halliburton is not a closer. He can't close for shit. He really can't shoot, guys. He really can't shoot.
He can't, bro.
I don't know why people are looking at him. That's all this. But Knicks are taking this, guaranteed. That's my money on. Knicks are definitely taking it. But all those boys were all talk. Pacers are just all talk. They're there for vibes. They're gonna get knocked out. They're not gonna make the playoffs next season. I'm sorry, they're not.
And then Menzi, on your end?
The basketball gods want the Knicks to win. I'm sorry. It's just the Knicks. It suits them better. It just suits the Knicks better to go further. The Pacers, I agree with. They give me Portland Blazers vibes. Like just a weird market. Tyrese is a yapper, always complaining. He just yaps all the time about dumb stuff. Just yapping away. He just, it's like I want to like him because like he's skilled, but there's something that's icky about him. It's like, hey, this guy, not him. Brunson, for me, he's like a dog. Bro. He's an underdog, true underdog. He's setting records. People are saying he's giving like a top 5 New York Knicks performance in playoffs history, like in New York Knicks history. I think he's undersized even personally, but he's just killing these dudes, bro. And also, I just want to give credit to the Knicks team is just also fluid, man. DiVincenzo. People don't give Hartenstein enough credit, bro. Like Hartenstein You know, when you're a good defender, your job is invisible because nobody gives you credit. Because Hartenstein in the paint is constantly just fighting off people, bro. He's fighting for his life in the paint. He gets the rebounds all the time. When DiVincenzo scored that dagger, when DiVincenzo missed that first three in the previous round, and then the person who got the rebound and threw it back to DiVincenzo was Hartenstein, and then DiVincenzo took another and scored a dagger. So the role players in the Knicks are fresh. For me, Eastern Conference Finals with the Knicks just suits them better. It's good for basketball, it's good for the Mecca, and it's good for Brunson. Amazing underdog story. And yeah, this is just an emotional thing. I'm for the Knicks. Like, as much as I hate the Knicks fans, they go mad. The Knicks are going to, if the Knicks go to the Eastern Conference Finals, New York is going to shut down, bro. They're gonna act like they won the chip. They're like Man United, bro. You know, but I like that hype. It's good for basketball. Pacers. I don't mean to sound like a dick. In this case, they're not good for basketball. Knicks have to take it, and it will be good for basketball. I promise you. Knicks at the Eastern Conference Finals, it's gonna be incredible. The Mecca is gonna be erupting, bro. Like even from the screen, I just want to see. Oh, you're gonna see Jay-Z and those. Everybody's gonna be there, bro.
Yeah, everyone.
Gonna be mad, bro. Everybody knows it's gonna be mad. So I'm for the Knicks. Knicks all the way for this.
I know, indeed. And of course, the Knicks, if they win, they're gonna be versing this team of mine. Of course, you know,
good match.
The Knicks Celtics final is incredible for Boston.
It is incredible.
Good matchup.
Incredible for Boston.
It's solid, bro. It really is solid. You are right, Menzi, bro. It is gonna. It is gonna, of course, be hyped up, marketed. It's gonna be crazy. Even at TD Gardens. I mean, TD Gardens is also an arena that's always full. So both ends, it's just gonna be, insane.
Yeah, you see, Boston is a dynasty, so it's gonna be full there. So Boston to Knicks, Boston is gonna be crazy, man.
Just gonna
Stephen A's head is gonna explode if the Knicks go to the finals, bro.
Yo, I know he will. But we need to make sure that doesn't happen. Of course, the Celtics gentleman sweep. Set standard default settings when you miss the Celtics.
Don't say standard default settings, X, because Celtics always end at the conference finals and they never go further.
Okay, fine. I take it back. I meant to. I take it back. I'm allowed to take it back. I'm allowed to take it back, dog. I take it back. Yeah, because we've. I think this is how many?
Third or fourth?
Fourth time in 6 years, bro.
Wait.
Fourth time in 6 years. Yo, bro, like we have to, dog. We really have to, dog. And more especially when I look at my team right now, in the past we used to like let teams come back. This season, there's that change where we are now maintaining the leads that we make, which is a good trait. Joe Mazzulla did say in an interview that there's a lot of work the gents have been, going through, and a lot of rigorous work, just to ensure that these guys understand that, bruh, when you take a 10-point lead, you don't squander it, because at the end of the day, that's where we used to struggle. Recall when last season when we played the 76ers in the semifinals, we literally took it to game 6, and we weren't even meant to take it to game 6. We were meant to sweep them, but it's because lapses of concentration. We're leading by 15 points. We allow them to, come into the game, grow in confidence, and of course, steal games, and at least this time around, I mean, I'm just happy that my team, for a change, we are now moving in the way that I'd like us to move in, close out games, be clinical, and yeah, man, I can't wait, for the conference finals. As mentioned, the Knicks are a big organization, and historically, us and the Knicks, it's been that even during Did Dr. J play with against Thingy? Yeah, I did play against Larry Bird and them, nah? 80s.
Yeah, but it was close to Dr. J's end of his career. He played
Yeah, no,
against,
no,
Late.
but
no, that's
but Jay was
76. Sorry, that's
Jay was
76.
in
Is my bad.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
Oakland guys like that. They were playing during that time.
Yeah. And so, Bri, it's on to the next one
So,
with
so
us. You know, yeah,
you guys are gonna face the Knicks in the ECF.
yeah. If they win, you know, I don't wanna like completely write off the Pacers, bro, because I mean, the Pacers did come back from 2 games down, so
Get
that
out of
series
here.
almost. Yeah, I'm
Get out.
just saying. Let's not sleep on them, dog. You know, let's. It's between the two teams. I'm hoping. Sorry.
Hold on, continue. I just want to add on something when you're done.
Yeah, I'm just saying that hey, either way, you know, either team for me, it's fine. It's fine. I'm cool with either matchup. You know, at the end of the day, to be the best, you have to beat the best.
The Pacers are riding on that NBA Cup final.
Oh yeah.
That's all they're on. That we can make it if we made it to the NBA Cup final. What's stopping us from making it? They are just riding. They're there for vibes, bro. I would have even. I don't know, man. I don't know. Pacers are not going to last that long. That's my personal opinion. Pacers are not supposed to be there. That's me being personally honest with you. Pacers are not supposed to be there whatsoever, but they're there, and we're giving them props for that. Well done, hoo-ha. But that team is not a basketball team. It's not a team that you want to see go to the finals because they'll ride on the same thing for the next 2 years. That's no different from how Pacers against Cavs when LeBron was still in the Cavs. And every single season, it kept on beating him. They had a solid team, but they kept on losing. They were riding a wave of, we were here last year, we need to beat the Cavs this year. And unfortunately, the Cavs are just always ready, you know, and they're playing against LBJ.
Yeah, I know, indeed. All right, cool, gents. And speaking about LBJ, ne? Oh, sorry, did you want to say something?
Yeah. Again, man, Celtics are an annoying team because they should win, but they always, I don't know, man, they seem deflated. Even though they cooked the Cavs, Jason Tatum he worries me, bro. Like I don't know, man. I don't know where his head is at. I think he's trying to downplay the pressure, and it's just annoying. It makes me doubtful. And then again, and then Christoph Porzingis again, annoying. Spends the whole season killing it. He's on fire, injured.
Yeah.
When it matters most, injured. So, man, the Celtics, they worry me, bro. Because if the Knicks come with that energy, that mecha energy, and Jason comes with that energy of his talking about, hey, we're just playing basketball, they're going to get cooked, bro. And no one is going to be upset seeing the New York Knicks going to the NBA Finals. Everyone's going to be like, it's fine. And so then I hope the Celtics just get into that mentality of we need to clean these guys up and then get ready for Denver in the finals or whatever. You know, so yeah. But Jason, Jason needs to have that Anthony Edwards energy. Just be like, I'm gonna destroy people now, and I'm gonna close this thing. Because Jason, dog, that guy lives in the conference finals, bro. He hasn't even touched 30. He's been to. He lives in the conference finals, bro. He dunked on LeBron as a rookie in the conference finals. This guy has to win a chip. He has no choice in the matter. The narrative is saying he must win that chip.
No, definitely.
He wants some money, right? He's looking at getting his contract. He's looking at JB, and he's thinking himself, "Yo, if JB got that X amount of money, let me make the money. So let me play it cool. Let me play it as the face of the Celtics." No, it's not the time to not play it cool. It's the playoffs, bro. Four games and you're out. That's it. You lose 4. You're gonna have 82 games, another season. So one of October. I'm just letting you know. Celtics.
No, indeed, I did, bro. And as well, Tabo, he does qualify because he's in his final year. So yeah, he's gonna make All NBA first team. So that will of course trigger yeah,
Yeah, he's already going to get it,
facts.
but you're just saying
Yeah.
that because you're going to get it, go hard right now. Get the chip and
Yeah.
get the money. Be a true
Yes.
legend, you know?
Yeah, and it also had me thinking, Oguti, if he gets it, then that means that our, of course, salary cap is gonna be affected. So someone needs to leave. But I think we
Derek
can
White.
retain. I don't.
Derek
I
White.
can't. Nah. What about Al Horford? What if Al Horford decides to retire? Because he's also on like 25. Think
He's
about
going
it.
to retire, guys. Let's not
Yeah.
lie. You
And that,
guys signed fingers for a reason.
yeah. But my thing is
Yes.
that if he retires, he's on a lot of money. You know, it's like, yeah, he earns more than 25 bar per annum. So
And how
essentially,
much
if he leaves,
earn?
I beg your pardon?
How much does Paul Zingers earn?
I haven't checked. Let me check here online.
So just rough, I don't know how much he earns. Right now, we've just spoken about 4 players, right? Spoken about JB, we've spoken about JT, spoken about Al Horford and Paul Zingers.
Yeah.
I'm guaranteed all of those 4 players are getting over 100 per season.
Yeah, most probably, because he did sign. He did sign a max. You know, when he was at the Mavs. Yeah, he's on 31 million annum, which is a shit. He signed a 5-year, 158 million. Yeah.
Jeez.
And like Mindy said, he did well during the season. Season determines where you come out, but you're not gonna trade him. You've just signed him. You're not gonna trade him for who?
Yeah.
You need to ask us. You also need to always ask yourself for who. You need a like-for-like player, or you need a player who's gonna just contribute a bit extra on the defensive side and let the JT play the offense with your Derek White. But you're not gonna get it. Nowadays, everybody's trying to get the bucket.
Yes. Yo. Okay, for me, it's gonna be tricky, bro, because we need to ensure that we still retain the core of our team. As much as Tatum is due a huge extension, it shouldn't be to the detriment rather of the team as a whole. Yeah. What up, man?
That what you're saying only matters if they don't win the chip. If they win the chip, do whatever you want. Start over, collapse. Ring. Do what you want. We've got the ring. We'll figure it out. We've got the championship. If they don't win the chip, then what you're saying matters. But if they win the chip, let these niggas go. We won.
They don't win, you gotta make the band up, bro. The band has to go. This band has to go in separate ways. You've tried. You've done everything. You try to keep the core youth of the team for Celtics fans. You guys failed. You guys got you guys an F+ for failing to make to the finals and winning it, bro. And unfortunately, JT is gonna go. Like I keep telling you,
somebody's gonna go.
If you not win it now, he's gone. Accept it now, early. See it. There's no way he's gonna stay.
I know, indeed. Nami, I don't think he stays. I also don't think he stays. Should God forbid we don't go our way. But yeah, man. Speaking about someone who is. Let's move on to the next topic. Someone who, for me, I don't get why he was in Cleveland. Front row. You guys don't think
LeBron's not going to the Cavs, man. He was there for vibes, bro. Like this is just LeBron practicing retirement, bro. He's just chilling in Ohio, and he got courtside to the Cavs game with his wife. He was just vibing, bro.
Could be scouting as well. You never know.
Yeah. For the Lakers.
Could be scouting.
Oh yeah. Also, Tabo's right, because Donovan is a free agent.
Yeah.
Right? He could have flown to Cleveland to try and butter up Donovan, because a lot of people are setting up packages for Donovan, and rightfully so, because Donovan is a killer.
Yeah.
He could be there. He could be there talking to Donovan like, "Hey, bro, let's cook up something." So Tabo might be right. I don't think he's gonna go back to the Cavs.
We'll go back to Cavs as well. I agree with Menzi. There's nothing much to say about this topic, man. LeBron ain't going back to Cavs. Going back to Cavs for what? Ooh.
What?
It's home.
No reason.
Sekai. That's like you going back home,
LeBron's new home is
LA, bro. He's in movies. He's everything.
He's building a mansion in LA. He's got a production company. He's happy. His wife is happy there. Dog, he's not leaving LA. That's not happening.
Fact.
I know there's. No. I'm just just throwing it out there in J. Just to be a bit controversial.
Tabo is right that LeBron always has an agenda. LeBron is he moves so slick, bro. So I think there might be an agenda, and I think who else could it be but Donovan, bro? Like, he's a free agent. He's there watching. Obviously, I think Donovan was injured. He didn't play the game. But I think he could be. I think Tabo's got a point. Maybe he's there just plotting and scheming, bro.
You never know. You never know, bro.
I know, yeah. True.
And also, LeBron is very good at bringing up the stock of other players and then trading them. He did it to Alex Caruso. He's gonna do it to Austin Reeves. I'm telling you, Austin Reeves, they're gonna sell him for big money, or they're gonna sell him to make space for big money. Because Austin Reeves' stock has increased. LeBron's gonna be like, my boy, go get your money elsewhere. Good luck. I'm gonna get some big dogs. We just try to win one more chip. LeBron does that very well. So there might be something happening there.
I know you make a valid point there, bro. You really do make a valid point. They don't call him the GM for nothing.
Haters gonna hate. Let him be.
Yeah. Yeah, and then of course, final topic, Bronny James. Is he ready for the NBA? I mean, Tabo, you sent me a video of him during the combine, shooting.
Don't mean shit.
Don't mean shit. I agree.
Yeah.
It doesn't play. Just
play against
how.
Tabo. We cannot be impressed by Bronny James, guys. Bronny James is like, bro. You cannot be impressed by Bronny James because I don't like this thing where everything he does, everyone is like, yay. And when he does something wrong, people are like, give him time. Since when have we treated potential NBA players like that, bro? Since when have we given them so much room to be like, hey, listen, hey,
I need you to pick the corner on both sides. How many top 3 picks have all failed?
As you have James,
people who are amazing in college, people who were there, but just didn't do their thing. Scoot Henderson is his best example. He started off so slow throughout the season.
It does happen.
Look at how it was at the end of the season. Brandon Miller did the same thing. He ended up being the top 3 rookie for the year. Some players, players are diamonds in the rough, bro. And the mere fact, the only reason why Bronny would get selected right now, I don't think he's ready to be in the NBA. That's my personal opinion and being honest with you. But the only reason right now he will be selected is because they know LeBron is leaving. They already know the narrative that he has, that he wants to play with his son. They already know that they can bring LeBron into any market, not different from what the Magic did with Michael Jordan. It was all about money. It's all about making sure that the team or whatever organization builds. But he's not ready for the NBA, but he'll still be a valuable player.
But you see, for me, that's a slippery slope because one thing I love about the NBA is that it's you earn your spot. You earn your spots in the NBA. Like, it's been a very big conversation about how difficult it is to make it to the league. So for me, before all that comes into the conversation, you have to earn the place first. And then we can talk about diamonds in the rough. Because at the end of the day, the diamonds in the roughs are very accidental players. Like, for example, Jokic was a diamond in the rough. But nobody saw Jokic when he got drafted and said, hey, man, watch out for that kid. It's very accidental. I don't like the fact that they are treating Bronny James might be a diamond in the rough, but they are kind of like treating him like with delicate gloves. Like, hey, he's him a chance. Maybe he's a diamond in the rough. They never talk about diamond in the rough players like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I don't like. But I hope he doesn't get drafted. I hope he spends another year in college.
I wish to.
So that he can get his game up, and then maybe his dad can butcher him a little bit. Because at the end of the day, for me, drafting Bronny is a setup for him to fail. They're gonna fucking target that kid, bro. They're gonna bash him. They're gonna bash him like they did Lonzo Ball. Remember when Lonzo got drafted? Everybody was coming for him because of his dad. Everybody was targeting him. Lonzo Ball. Imagine LeBron James' son, bro, in the league, and dudes are just hammering this kid, bro. Because he is gonna get hammered. He needs to spend another year in college. He needs to train with his father. They need to do like some hyperbolic time chamber shit for Bronny. Because on top of him being skilled, when he gets to the league, these boys are going to eat him, bro. They don't care. They don't care. They're going to make an example of him. They're going to be like, you ain't your daddy. This is not your daddy's house. You know what I'm saying? Your daddy might have gotten you here, but I'm going to break you. This is where you break. Your daddy's not going to come save you when you're on the court. They're going to have that mentality. And if Bronny's not ready for that, it's going to be LeBron James' fault for trying to push this thing of like, I want to play with my son, I want to play with my son. Patrick Beverley's going to bash that kid, bro. These guys are going to bash him 24/7, and he's going to be overwhelmed. So he needs to spend another year in college and just get his aggression up, whatever he has to do, and then come back and then maybe.
He doesn't seem hungry, man. I watched a lot of college games. Bronny doesn't seem hungry, you know, to a point where I think, oh, take it easy, skip the NBA, run the business, and let Bryce come through and be the LeBron James of the 2.0.
But also, Tabo, what's the rush? Why are you rushing? Even if you spend 3 years in college, what's the rush? Your dad is rich. There's no money issue. There's no financial issues here.
It's not like
get your game up in college, bro. Get your game up in college. 3 years and then draft. Everyone will be like, you know what? It's fine. You did it the right way.
I think Bronny also has an NIT contract, right?
What's that, bro?
What's that?
Those college contracts where these kids are getting millions and they can get them for college.
He might.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's signed. He's making his own money at the same time.
Bro, what's the rush? That's people. Why are you rushing? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But we all know why he's rushing, obviously. It's LeBron wanting to play with his kid. Even though he said he has, even though Bronny said that's not his priority, if it's not your priority, then go back to college. Go back to college, bro. Like, jam some more, you know?
Fact.
So that people can feel you earned your spot, bro.
Yeah. Because that Boogie Ellis kid is nice.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of nice kids, better than Bronny. Plenty kids better than Bronny, honestly.
Yeah. UCLA point guard, that one is starting, Boogie Ellis, he's nice. And he was cooking it as well at the combine. So he's nice.
Yeah. I know, indeed. I know you guys have said a mouthful. Like, it's hey man, it all boils down to. I mean, he did say he'll declare for the draft, and I do believe that if he does do that, someone will pick him up just because of the name. I mean, at the end of the day, he is very marketable. I mean, he's a very marketable kid.
Business.
You know, yeah. So from a business standpoint, a lot of teams would go in for him. You know, and yeah, man, it's the pressure, and it's like same thing with Victor. You know, with Wembanyama as well. When Wembanyama came into the league, there was a lot of pressure. A lot of guys wanted to bust his ass. That's why the first half of the season he was a bit shaky. Then the second half, he's now grown into himself. He now understands the physicality of the league, and he's now blocking everyone. And when I say everyone, even Jokic gets blocked from him.
Giannis.
You see what I'm saying?
Shit.
So he's proven. He's now proven that, you know what, he belongs in the league. Wemby.
Yeah.
You know, to a point where he now even has a sneaker. The sneaker, I know that means he doesn't fuck with. I'm not sure if you and that type you fuck with.
Did I say I don't fuck with it?
Yeah, you did. You said you weren't feeling it. No.
Oh, okay.
No. You said.
But
you
every time
Tatum sneaker. Sorry.
Yeah, that's Tatum. Wemby's cool, bro.
Guys, I don't fuck with it. That was Nike just trying to capitalize and monopolize Wemby's season. Hence, everything was rushed.
Yo,
regarding that.
wow.
Maybe his second sneaker. I think you said it when the moment Nike took out that advert. They're like, Nike made sure.
Yeah,
Nike
and
made
they were like, we
sure.
need to get this homie, dog. It's like same thing with Giannis, bruh. You know that story. Putting that Giannis has a deep story, bruh. I mean, there's that video of him where he's a dude. That one makes me emotional. I won't lie. Where he's in Athens and they're interviewing him, Brian Moore, what's in fit to ish. It's tough, Mpana, you know, but it's you know how Nike are, bro. They always capitalize on these things. They always have these ads put away.
That's a fun fact. Giannis is also signed under Nike.
Who?
But I need to. Oh,
Giannis.
thingy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it is what it is.
No one's gonna buy a Giannis shoe. No one's gonna buy some gear. Who's gonna buy Giannis gear? No one's doing that. It's part of
Giannis?
Oh no, he's means.
Oh, the brother.
Yeah, the brother. He also has a deal. Yeah, with Nike.
Okay, good for him. I'm not buying that.
Yeah, I think maybe Giannis told Nike or Gucci, if you guys are gonna sign me over, you also have to sign my brother as well. Which is something that I respect, you know. It shows.
For me, it's a slippery slope. For me, it's a slippery slope because I kind of support the nepotism that the black dudes are doing because that's what white dudes been doing for years. But also at the same time, guys, you mustn't lose the craftsmanship of earning your spot, bro. Like, for me, Thanasis must get waived, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Why? I don't get why he has to be part of the team. He could just go chill at his brother's mansion and just vibe. Why are you playing ball? Like, I don't know, man. He must go to the G League where those because honestly, he's a joke. And that's what I don't like. And that's what's gonna happen to Bonnie as well. Thanasis is a joke, but people laugh at that guy, bro.
Yeah.
Players on the bench laugh at him, bro. Like you see, so you might as well just go to the G League and go play in a place where his caliber will be respected, but he's not NBA caliber.
Yeah, he isn't at all. He isn't at all. He's just riding that wave. I mean, you know, after all, it's like, you know, there's some people who are in senior roles, maybe in the company that you work for, but you know very well this person doesn't know what they're doing, bro. You know, it's just they're there because maybe they knew the owner or something. You know, some people just it's that, bro. But yeah, for me, man, it's crazy, bro. This situation, you know. And yeah, I don't know what else we can discuss, gents, because this is pretty much the closing. I'm not sure if you have anything in closing to add, because we've been shooting for like an hour and 2 minutes.
My only closing is I don't know if you guys watch Caitlin Clark's first game in WNBA. It was sad. It was very sad.
What happened?
Why she dropped 20?
No, she dropped 7, bro.
Hey.
Oh, did she drop 20 points and get 10 turnovers?
I don't. Game 1, I know she dropped 7. She was just back. She was just breaking over the place. So we'll see. We'll give her time. Diamond in the rough.
She'll pick up. Also, she's being targeted as well, guys.
Yeah.
She's being targeted. I don't know why. I don't know why women are mad. They're about to get paid millions because of Caitlin Clark. So I don't get that.
Yeah.
I don't get the angle.
Every single WNBA team now is flying private. They're no more flying commercial because of Caitlin Clark.
I don't know why they're upset personally. They're about to get paid. But yeah.
Man. But otherwise, no, man. Everything. Hey, we'll see, man. We'll give it time.
Yeah. No. We do. We have to give it time, bro. Yeah, indeed, man. Yeah. I know, gents. Thank you once again for availing yourselves. This was a very dope episode. Much appreciated for availing yourselves, guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Help a brother out. This is Easy Sport, and we are peace.
Peace, bro.
Peace, boys.